Hello everyone, welcome to the 5-Minute Discovery channel. There are a total of 200 countries and territories in the world, and this is also an unofficial number. There are many definitions of countries and territories. And there are countries that are extremely famous. But there are also countries that few people know about. Besides countries that always attract tens of millions of tourists each year, such as the US, France, Thailand, Korea, etc., there are many countries with pristine landscapes but very few tourists set foot there. The following is a list of countries with the fewest tourists in the world as compiled by Business Insider. And I think that 95% of you have never traveled to these countries. Let's find out which countries they are. The story we will learn today is the top countries with the most international tourists in the world, and before going into the content, remember to click the like button and subscribe to the channel to support 5 minutes of discovery. Thank you very much. First place is Tuvalu. Tuvalu, also known as the Ellis Islands, is an island nation in the South Pacific Ocean, located between Hawaii and Australia. Tuvalu's area of reefs, coral islands, and jungle is only about 10 square miles, ranked 4th among the world's smallest countries and territories, after the Vatican 0.44 square kilometers, Principality Monaco 1.95 square kilometers, and Nauru 21 square kilometers. Based on historical documents, scientists have proven that Polynesians were the first inhabitants to set foot on Tuvalu. By the end of the 19th century, Tuvalu was under colonial rule. For a long time, 1892 to 1916, a part was under the protection of the British government. In 1916, part of the Gilbert and Ellice Islands became a British colony. In 1974, the people of this island nation voted to divide the colony into two regions. The Gilbert Islands became the independent nation of Kiribati. The Tuvalu archipelago is a British dependency. In 1978, Tuvalu joined the member countries of the British Commonwealth. The fourth smallest country in the world is an island located in the Pacific Ocean, also known as Ellis Island. Tuvalu has everything to become a tourist paradise, such as a warm, sunny tropical climate, long blue sea and white sand with rows of green coconut trees. The residents here are also friendly and hospitable, but do not understand. There are only 1,000 tourists coming here each year, making this the least touristy country in the world. Maybe because it's so close to Hawaii, the world's tourist paradise. Second place is Kiribati. Kiribati, officially the Republic of Kiribati, Gilbert, Ribabriki Kiribati, is an island country with a tropical climate located in the central Pacific Ocean. The country has a total of 32 atolls and one high atoll, spread over an area of about 3.5 million square kilometers, scattered around the equator, and bordering the international date line to the east. The name Kiribati is the local pronunciation of the word Gilberts, which comes from the country's main island, the Gilbert Islands. Kiribati gained independence from the United Kingdom in 1979. It is a member of the British Commonwealth, the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank, and became a full member of the United Nations in 1999. This island nation located in the Pacific Ocean was also called Gilberts under British colonial rule. It has gone through a painful history due to World War II. But the beautiful scenery and warm climate here are no joke. Although only about 5,000 tourists set foot here and it is one of the least touristy countries, the coral reefs here make anyone who comes here extremely satisfied. Third place is Montserrat. Montserrat is a British overseas territory, located in the Leeward Islands, part of the Lesser Antilles island chain, in the Caribbean Sea. According to recent measurements, this land is about 11 kilometers wide, equivalent to 7 miles, about 16 kilometers long by road and 40 kilometers of coastline. The name Montserrat today was given by famous explorer Christopher Columbus during his second journey to the New World in 1493, adapting the name of the Montserrat mountain range in Catalonia, Spain. Montserrat is also known as the Pearl Island of the Caribbean. It evokes associations with coastal Ireland and the Irish roots of some of the island's inhabitants. During the reign of King George of England, the capital city of Plymouth was severely destroyed. Most of the islanders had to evacuate to other areas to avoid the awakening of the Soufriere Hills volcano. This mountain later erupted in August 1995. Currently, although Soufriere Hills is still in operation, dangers still lurk in Plymouth and surrounding areas. Cargo Terminal, W.H. Bramble Airport. Moreover, the danger grew, the blockaded land expanded, stretching from the southern coast to the desolate valley of Belém. This area also includes St. George, a famous tourist attraction for its beautiful volcanic landscapes and its devastation on the capital, Plymouth. Montserrat belongs to the Leeward Islands in the turquoise Caribbean Sea. In addition to long sandy beaches and blue sea, Montserrat also has a rich history as it was the island discovered by explorer Christopher Columbus in 1493, and he was also the one who named the island. Although it does not attract many tourists, the special things about Montserrat that make many people crazy are the views of the still active volcano, and the most recent eruption was in 1995. Fourth place is São Tomé and Príncipe. São Tomé and Príncipe is an island nation near Gabon in Africa. São Tomé is the Portuguese name for St. Thomas. São Tomé and Príncipe are divided into two provinces: Príncipe, São Tomé. São Tomé province is a province made up of islands in the Atlantic Ocean located near the equator of São Tomé and is the most populous, with an estimated population in 2004 of 133,600 out of a total of 139,000 in the country. The province of Príncipe includes the small islands of Príncipe. The area is about 142 square kilometers and the population is estimated to be about 5,400 people. Príncipe has been autonomous since April 29, 1995. The two provinces of Príncipe and São Tomé are divided into 7 districts. 6 are located on the main island of São Tomé, while one district includes the small island of Príncipe. São Tomé and Príncipe is not only one of the least touristy places on the planet, it is also Africa's second smallest country. But perhaps thanks to the solitude, anyone who comes here can enjoy the feeling of peace and quiet. Taking the time to walk around the ancient architectural works from the Portuguese colonial period is equally interesting. Fifth place is the Comoros. Comoros is an island nation in Africa, located in the middle of the Mozambique Channel in the Indian Ocean. This is the 4th smallest country in Africa. The capital and largest city of Comoros is Moroni. Comoros is a member of the United Nations, the African Union, the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, the Francophone Community, and is the only member of the Arab League located in the Southern Hemisphere. Comoros is located in East Africa, consisting of 3 volcanic islands, Ngazija, Moili and Nzuani, in the Indian Ocean northwest of Madagascar. The terrain is mainly basalt plateaus gradually sloping towards narrow coastal plains. With an area of 2,235 square kilometers, this island nation is one of the smallest countries in the world. Comoros also claims 320 square kilometers of territorial waters against neighboring countries. Tropical climate with 2 relatively clearly distinct seasons. Temperatures average 29 to 30 degrees Celsius, 84 to 86 degrees Fahrenheit. In March, the hottest month during the rainy season, called Kashkazi, is December, and the lowest temperature is 19 degrees Celsius, 66 degrees Fahrenheit. During the cold season, the dry season is called Kusi, starting from May to November. If you need a place to escape, perhaps escaping to Comoros is extremely ideal. Located in the Indian Ocean, near Madagascar, Comoros has everything suitable for a vacation: blue sea, white sand, vast forests, breathtaking mountain scenery and peaceful towns. Only about 15,000 tourists come here each year, so you can freely visit without fear of crowds. Sixth place is Sierra Leone. The Republic of Sierra Leone is a country located in West Africa. Sierra Leone borders Guinea to the northeast, Liberia to the southeast and the Atlantic Ocean to the southwest. Sierra Leone covers an area of 71,740 square kilometers, 27,699 square miles, and has a tropical climate, with environments ranging from savannas to tropical rainforests. 6. Freetown is the capital and largest city. Other large cities with populations over 100,000 include Bo, Kanema, Koidi Town and Makeni. Early settlers in Sierra Leone included the Sherbro, Tem and Limba peoples, and later the Mende, who called the country Romerong, and the Kono people who settled in the east of the country. In 1462, Portuguese explorer Pedro de Alcântara arrived here and named the country Serra de Leão, meaning Lion Mountain. Sierra Leone is a country located in West Africa, which is a poor country and its people still have to live very difficult lives. The Ebola epidemic has caused a significant decrease in tourists visiting this country, causing it to fall on the list of countries with the least tourists. But now that the epidemic is over, you can freely visit this place. White sand, swamps, stilt houses and romantic mountains are waiting for you. 7th place is East Timor. East Timor follows a semi-presidential republic. The head of state is the president of East Timor, elected by popular vote for a 5-year term. Despite its symbolic role and limited executive power, the president has veto power over certain types of legislation. After the election, the president will appoint the head of the majority party or majority coalition in parliament as Prime Minister of Timor-Leste. As head of government, the Prime Minister will run the cabinet. The only legislative body in East Timor is the unicameral National Parliament, Parlamento Nacional, whose lawmakers are elected by popular vote for 5-year terms. The number of seats can vary from a minimum of 52 to a maximum of 65 seats, although there is an exception to the current 88 members, due to this being the first term. East Timor's constitution was adapted from Portugal's. The country is still in the process of building a complete administrative system and government agencies. Compared to other Southeast Asian countries that are strong in tourism such as Thailand or Malaysia, East Timor is clearly inferior when only about 60,000 people decided to book tickets to come here. But few tourists does not mean the scenery here is not beautiful or the people here are not friendly. The overwhelmingness of the forests and beaches here will make you think again. 8th place is Liechtenstein. Liechtenstein is a small landlocked alpine country in Western Europe, bordering the states of St. Gallen and Graubünden in Switzerland to the west and the Austrian state of Vorarlberg to the east, with the capital Vaduz and the largest city Schaan. Liechtenstein has the world's highest GDP per capita when adjusted for purchasing power parity and has the world's lowest external debt. Liechtenstein also has the second lowest unemployment rate in the world at 1.5%, the lowest is Monaco. Since declaring independence, Liechtenstein has had two main parties, the Progressive People's Party, FBPL, and the Patriotic Union Party, VU. Historically, these two parties have always allied together in the National Assembly, forming a government of national unity to oppose Hitler's intention to annex Liechtenstein into Austria. This coalition government existed for nearly 60 years, until after the 1997 National Assembly election. At the February 2009 election, the Patriotic Alliance Party achieved 47.6% of the votes, equivalent to 13 seats in the National Assembly. Association came to power. The People's Progressive Party only received 43.5% of the votes in 11 seats. The remaining one seat belongs to the Liberal Party. The Principality of Liechtenstein has borders with Switzerland and Austria, is the only country in the world located entirely in the Alps and is the 6th smallest country on the planet. Because there are so famous neighbors, like France and Switzerland, Liechtenstein sadly falls into the top of the countries with the least tourists when only 61,000 people travel here. Above is the list of top countries. The country with the fewest international tourists in the world. We hope that these countries will soon adjust their tourism policies and invest in infrastructure to maximize their tourism potential, attracting more international tourists and bringing in large amounts of revenue for the national GDP. Have you ever been to these places to travel? Which country are you most impressed with? Comment below to let me know. This is the end of the video. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel to support me, and please share with everyone. Click on the notification button if you don't want to miss any of my new videos. This is the end of the video. Hello and see you in the next videos.